Good morning, it's Ed and Keep here live with Free Coaching Friday. And just lately I've been getting some questions again from some of my students about how much should we renovate if we're buying a building that we're trying to increase the value on. So that's what I thought I'd talk about today. And remember, if you want my help to scale your real estate portfolio, reach out to me at 90days-5k.com. So anyway, how much should I renovate? Well, one of the mistakes that I see people make is taking a basic rental property, and we're going to talk about not just multifamily, but this applies to single family as well, and making it into the Taj Mahal and expecting that the rents are going to increase because you made it so nice. Does not work that way. I've seen people put brand new units in the hood and put really nice features in them and think that they're going to be able to get double the rent for it. You know what? Fact is, those people living there cannot afford that. If they could, they would not be living in that area. So keep that in mind. We have sometimes when we take over a new building and we're still renovating the units, or if we get a damaged unit in the meantime, or something that comes vacant, somebody's been there a really long time. Sometimes it just makes more sense to rent it for less money, so say maybe $800 a month instead of $900, as opposed to spending $15,000 to totally renovate it. Lots of times tenants, given the choice between $900 to $950 or $1,000 for a newly renovated unit, would prefer to be in a unit that's unrenovated and pay $800. So keep those kind of things in mind. Still, each time a tenant moves out, it's still nice to get a fresh coat of paint. And if the tenant hasn't got the carpets cleaned, make sure you do that too, because that's nice to have. And that just freshens up the place and makes it just nicer for somebody to move in. That doesn't cost very much. Sometimes you'll have a burn in a countertop, and you can either replace it if it doesn't cost you very much, or leave it. Like I said, a lot of tenants would prefer to go with an unrenovated unit and have less rent. So when you're if you're moving into a building or taking over a building that's in a really nice area and you know it can command more rents because it's nicer, definitely spend some money on it and get it up there. But research the area to make sure that you're going to be able to do that. You know, get on the different for rent places and see what other people are getting for rents. Look at the pictures and see what kind of upgrades they're doing to their units, and then go from there. I mean, don't follow the crowd necessarily, but get an idea and then take it from there. Because if you over renovate, that could cost you a lot of money and not provide the cash flow long term. If you're looking at refinancing a building, for example, we just bought a vacant building last spring and we fully renovated it and then brought it up to snuff and re-rented it. We've put some short-term rental units in there, Furnish, so we're making a little extra money on there. But you know, the newness of everything inside, people love it. The brand new tub surrounds, the new painted tubs we got them all professionally painted, so they're not green and yellow and different stuff like they used to have. So it looks really nice. Everything is white. We painted the cupboards white. We replaced a few that needed to be replacing. But again, if you can salvage the cupboards, a lot of times that's a big cost savings to you, because a lot of times the older cupboards are just better made. So if you sand down the cupboards and paint them, put a really nice paint on them, and then put new handles, new hardware, they look just like new anyway, without it costing you a ton of money. If your unit doesn't have air conditioning, consider putting it in. It doesn't cost that much to put an air conditioning unit in the window, and man, in those hot summer days, people sure appreciate that. And in the places that aren't conducive for a window one, there's portable ones that make sense too. Now keep in mind that it is going to increase your tenant's power bill, so that it's a good thing that actually it doesn't cost you. They can run it or not run it as much as they want to, because it's their cost, right? Might wear out a little bit sooner, but again, that's the cost of doing business. So those are the things that we found over the years. Don't put a granite countertop in a basic rental. It's not going to be appreciated, and you're not going to get the extra rents involved that you think you might be able to. So hopefully that helped and gave you some ideas on some of the things that you can do to renovate. One other thing just to mention, we usually will put in low flow toilets and LED lighting because that will reduce your power bills as well. That's a big one for us. So we do that as when we take over the units as much as possible, or as something needs to be replaced, and that just makes good sense. LED lighting is bright. It keeps your building looking that much brighter, and it's cheaper on the old power bill. So hopefully that helped. If you have any questions at all, reach out to me. We could probably expand on this. I just wanted to kind of give you some highlights of things that we've learned over the years. And again, if you need my help to scale your real estate portfolio, reach out to me at 90days-to-5k.com. I'd love to help you. Bye for now. Hey, good morning, Rick. Nice to see you on today. Take care.